I am the Doodle Wolf, and welcome to Doctor's Doodles. Alright, so what do we have on screen today? What is this amalgamation of lines and excitement? Well, I will inform you of what this amalgamation is. If you recall, last session, last doodle, I talked about a thing I've been working on, and this is it. So I've got the line work done. Take off the primer here. This is the sort of the rough work. This is even rougher work to get an idea. This is what I started with just to get an idea. Turned into the amalgamation of this. So this is too busy. Got to rework this. So basically, how do I explain this? So for those who played Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, any real game, this is a Kobold, and I freaking love Kobolds. There's a web comic on Emmett's Paint Fan Adventures called Everingnot or something like that. And I think it's written by CG_. It's really great, and I love it, and it's what got me into Kobolds, and I love Kobolds, enough said. So, I've basically said this picture, dreams are bigger than you are. Dream bigger than you are, or something like that. So, it's got him holding like gonna be a piece of stone, the background, and it's gonna have him with sword and shield up in the back, using the fire as a lightning source. Now, two things. First off, I'm really bad with backgrounds, so I'm not sure how all this rock texture and so all gonna go. Second, I've never really worked with lighting and or perspective. So if you notice these cracks down here, these are all gonna be blurred and jagged and out of focus, and along with this top column here. This top column up here. So this is gonna be interesting for me, and hopefully for you to watch, because this is all gonna be about experimentation and creating, hopefully, a good picture. So we'll find out. So let's start on the top coat, as I call it, because I have the primer, which is basically getting yourself ready, your base coat, underside, and then finally your top coat. So I'll lower that down. Okay. So I want to turn on S7. This is a really useful tool, by the way. The stabilizer. I just demonstrate. Oh, need to put down a. Also, I really love using folders. Just create a folder, and it's we have a nice set of things. So S7 is. Oh, I'll get this wrong. S7 is the slow one. Like, it's very smooth. It's very controlled. So it lets you have basically, yeah, it just has good control over things. So it's good for tracing lines, making circles, just getting that really precise. However, it stinks for sketching. Like, if you want to sketch, you get like those huge curves. Just while you go down to something like S2, it still stabilizes, but it's not as slow. Right. So let's start out. I guess we can start out with we'll call this layer. I'll call it rock frame. Yeah, rock frame. It's gonna be this, and right there. So it's got to get all these jagged rocks. Oh, that's icky. There are no smooth. I should probably turn down the stabilizer. Actually, there are no smooth lines in nature. Everything's jagged and rough. So, it's approximately, it's later in the week as to when I recorded. And so far, I don't know. It's discouraging, I guess, but I don't care too much. I'm doing this for basically my own benefit and for whoever else wants to watch. Because currently some of them have been out for a few days and they have no views. No one has even remotely seen them. But to be fair, this isn't something you go out and look for. Like, you go out and watch Let's Plays because you're searching video games. Like, oh, I'm gonna search Final Fantasy. Then you find a Final Fantasy Let's Play, and then you find that guy, you subscribe to him, whatever. No one really goes out and looks for, hey, I want to watch this guy draw. So, I completely, I understand. But like I said, it's kind of just discouraging a little bit when you have 0 people who have seen your shit. So, but I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. I'm gonna keep going. Gonna do my best to be entertaining. I don't know. I fixed up my intro, honestly, and I'm doing this a little differently. Because my intro was sort of, I don't know, it was sort of just bland. But, yeah, I just felt like it needed to change, like it needed to be updated. So I put on the today's picture thing, which means everything is going to have to be recorded in advance. I can't, like, take breaks and get feedback as to what it is. I might, but, I doubt it. If there's something like I really need feedback on, I guess I can just ask the question and then upload it later with the picture, which is something I might do, actually. But I don't know. I'm gonna be hopefully uploading a video every day. So that way, I guess you can look forward to something, I guess, because these are gonna have to be recorded in bulk, right? If I am gonna try and do the picture, everything with it, like have the today's picture thing. Because, yeah, I'd have to get the entire picture done. Oh, I'll be back. Just one moment, please. Alrighty, so returning to what we were doing, we're taking these rocks here. Actually, I would erase this, but I should probably bring it back in. Just, a little bit more, a little more depth. Yeah. Come on, what I was just talking about. So rocks are a thing. Yeah. So watching over the last episodes, I guess, as I was editing them, I found a way to decrease my editing time by just throwing in the audio with my recording instead of having them both separate, because I've noticed that I get them out of sync a lot. So I guess that could be fixed by running Audacity and Camtasia at this exact same time, but whatever. I'm not too picky. As long as this sounds fine, I'm gonna see if this sounds okay. If not, I'll return to what I was doing before. I also noticed I was very quiet, so I am speaking up. If you've noticed, wow, his mic sounds very loud now. What did he do? It is this. Yeah. All right. So what else? You may notice that, though it is the final one, I'm still sort of using sketch lines. I guess with more of a rough feel. Like, it's trying, like, the rocks, right? They're not gonna be, like, hardcore, crazy straight lines. But, So, I guess while I'm going over this picture, I should talk about what the sort of the inspiration was. So, the inspiration for this picture was actually a series of pictures I did over the course of a week. And it was, like, painstaking to get all those pictures out. Because I play Dungeons & Dragons, so... And I decided to do a Kobold campaign, like I said. I love Kobolds. But, I wanted to have custom art for it. And I was like, hey, I can just make my own custom art. So, I decided to make these pictures, put them up. I might put them up on an FA if I decide to make one. I probably will, just so I can showcase this. Maybe give some sort of notoriety that I do exist. And try and corral some people that way. And when it starts picking up, it'll start appearing in other videos. People will be like, oh, what's this? And thus, Doodles will slowly start to grow. Hopefully. We can only hope. I can only hope, really. I don't know if you're hoping for that, but I am. I certainly am. So, let's finish this up here. There. I'll go over it when we're done. That's not bad for rocks. This will all be like, it'll all have different things in it. I am using the binary tool. If you're curious, binary is one of my favorite tools to use. I just like the non-anti-alias lines. I'll probably steer away from that maybe once in the bigger picture, because if it's already gonna be anti-aliased, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Not what we're doing today. Well, right now, anyways. It is what we're doing today, of all things. So. If you're curious, I guess, on how I'm doing things like this, if you notice it gets smaller to bigger, that's because pressure sensitivity is on. If you look over here, that is hard to soft, and that's the ratio of what I have to press. And if you press for size, it'll go based on your touch, how thick the lines are, and how thick the lines are. I know with the pen tool, which has anti-alias on it, it has density, I believe, and basically how things look. So, like, if I were to press lightly, it would, combine your thoughts, man. Go again. If you press lightly, it'll give you a lighter shade. I'll explain more once I start using the pen tool, I guess. But that's not what we're doing. Yeah, so I completely digressed from what I was talking about, Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah, so I created a series of pictures about a group of kobolds. I might put them up on my FA too, just to be like, hey, look what I can do. Doodle Wolf Showcase. Yeah. But, so I made those, and I thought, one day I just had a big burst of inspiration to do this picture. I don't know, maybe I was listening to a certain song or something. Could totally be that, totally something like Two Steps from Hell. I love Two Steps from Hell, by the way. They sound like such a very metal band. They're not. It's a bunch of composers, and they're the band that everyone's heard but no one's heard of. They do a lot of trailer music. So, if you watch watch trailers for Doctor Who, for Harry Potter, for anything really, Star Trek, the newer Star Trek movies, they've all done the trailer music for that. Well, at least parts of it. So, they're definitely something you should check out. Especially, my favorite album from them is The Devil Wears Nada. It has a bunch of fun little upbeat songs in it, and they're lovely. It's a lovely thing to listen to. What else can I discuss with you today? I decided I'm going to go, instead of for the 15-minute mark, I'm going to start for the 20 minutes. So just to give you something, just to give you more time to watch and, I don't know, cut down on what you have to listen to me talk about, or I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Do that. This. That's that'd have been one of those. Then turn around. Huh. I guess things I'm doing could be a thing I talk about. I'm not really doing anything though, that's the thing. If I was doing something, I'd be doing that instead of drawing. I'm drawing. If you didn't notice, I am in fact drawing. There is a talent showcase at my school going on, or will be going on, and I was going to sign up, but I guess I kept delaying the sign up period, and then I guess I sort of didn't meet the deadline, so it's like, whatever now. I don't care. See if I care. People don't have to see my talents. I wasn't just going to draw for people, because God knows that's not a talent. Look at this garbage. Garbage. Awful. I did stand-up comedy last year, and people seem to like that. I was hoping to do that again this year, but that didn't happen because I'm an idiot and should have signed up when I had the chance. And my excuse is I didn't have a pencil at the time, which is true. At any point when I passed by the sign-up, I never had a pencil, never had any writing utensil on me. And then I finally am like, alright, I have a writing utensil, let's go write. And the sign-up was down. So that's a thing. Today we are listening to Exotic Battle. And you notice the theme has changed. Before it was upbeat, kind of peppy in the last couple videos. This one is more of a epic, sort of moody feeling to set atmosphere. I'm gonna try and go for different atmospheres to sort of get a feel of what the picture's like. Because this is sort of like adventurous, sort of like, yeah, as opposed to the other one, which is just sort of fun and lighthearted. Should go. Get rid of this. Probably have to solidify these lines again, once over again. I'll probably do some fix-ups off camera too. Well, I could do them on camera. It's not like you're missing anything, but I just don't want to see you like. I don't want you to see me continually doing the same thing over and over and over again. Because that'd be boring. Seeing me do this top row over and over again, I think, would be boring for you. And you could just be like, oh, I'm just gonna do this off camera, get it out of the way, done. And we're good. This rock frame, just gotta get this under here. Yeah. Get out of here, stabilizer. Well, don't leave, but I kinda need you. Kinda looks like a puppet show theater when it's like this. I just want to get this. I might make this episode run a little long just so I can finish off the frames. This rock frame here. so it'll probably be 20, 21 minutes. Which isn't the end of the world, you'll have to deal with it. And we're almost there, a little more. Go with this thing that looks like a nose. There we are! The stone frame is done. Dude. There, save it, export it. What episode? Actually, just do the stone frame. That's all I was doing for this picture. Beautiful. Nope. Alright, so I am the Doodle Wolf. Have a fabulous day.